I wanted to mention it because it's right behind us. The Bloodline One Up is behind us. There's a couple moments. The Bloodline saga, as often referred to, and I'm actually a small portion of the saga. The overall saga, the story with you, the story with the tribal chief, with Roman, you and Jim separating, coming back, all the variables, Sammy, Mr. Paul Heyman. There's a couple things in wrestling we kind of generationally know, stories. And I'll give you some examples. Steve Austin, McMahon, Sting as the Crow against Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, The Boyhood Dream, Ric Flair. There's these stories that attach to a whole era. And I feel like the Bloodline saga and the Bloodline story, and not just the stuff you did, the output that the individual talents involved have, are a massive, massive part, and probably will be looked on later in history as things get re-examined, a massive part of WWE's financial upswing, WWE's business boom, massive part, if not the largest part. And I'm curious what that feels like to know that it was magic when you were doing it, and not only that, everyone is kind of eating good because of something that you and your family did and the players that you involved, because the Bloodline story always had someone opposed to it and always was able to bring them up. This is a story that nobody pulled down, which is a really incredible string of Roman title defenses, tag title defenses, you and him in the Hell in the Cell. There's these individual moments to it that everyone's growing as a character, his growth, because I was away trying to turn heads with what I was doing. And it's very hard to do that when the tribal chief is becoming a thing, when the Ulafala is becoming a thing, all of that. So how do you feel about it? I've heard innings, chapters, all these things. I always kind of consider it a story that's going on, but how do you feel about it now in a sense of where it's at?
It's like that's a iconic story right there, Oos. I think the crazy part is we didn't even know we was cooking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like every week, what we gonna do? Or like, what did we do last week? You know, that's how the Bloodline was rolling every single week. Oos. Didn't even have concrete. It almost came to a point where sometimes it would get stale, something would happen and it would like revive the story.
Yeah.
You know, with Sammy or like, just something always happened. It was even example, like I felt like we kind of started getting stale a little bit with this Bloodline, boom, the Uzi segment, like the shoot pop segment, whatever.
Yeah.
That sparked something. You know, it was always something. It was and during the COVID era, I learned we just pivoted, bro, and I didn't even know I was a part of that. Just being in the room with Hunter, Big Goose, Heyman, man, just the top. What are we gonna do? And then it was almost like, man, we wrestled one time, and you know how you can hear everything in the ring? I was like, hey, it was, you know, like in pickup basketball games where you playing basketball, you can hear people talk shit, you know? Like, yeah, that's what we need to do here. Like, I don't think it's, and Big Goose like captivated it so good. It wouldn't move the way when he was talking there with me. I would like try to match the acting part. And I think that's what elevated. Yeah. That's what switched the game, because we was acting through the lenses, you know, because there was no people. Yeah. There was no people. So we'll do something, and him talking like just elevated the product more, I think. And yeah. And when the people got back, Goose, I felt like we have to keep some of that style. Yeah. And also for the live people, we got to go too. But put them together. I think that's what made the WWE style today, like, and you know what they say today? It was like cinema, right? That's all they kept calling us, cinema. And I didn't even know, we were just cooking every week.
That doesn't enter the zeitgeist without the Bloodline stuff. It's really almost specific to you guys and anyone trying to match it, which is a good thing to try and match.
And also, I take pride in all the promos and everything that I've done with my brothers and everything, because even with Big Goose, because when we're in the ring talking together, it's real. like connected. It's real.
Yeah.
It's almost very hard too, Oos, because if I can stare at my brothers, I'll like laugh. You know, it's fun being in there with siblings too.
Yeah.
But like I said, Oos, like how me and you getting it, it'll be real. Like I said, it's real easy to when especially brothers.
Yeah.
Me and Big Oos, man, I'm gonna do him, you know, and he gonna do me too. But it just comes off great, man. And you would have never told me it was 5 years. We're still like kind of, you know, it's still alive. I don't think it's dead.
Oh no,
I don't think it's dead.
Certain things hit a point where they're never to die.
Yeah.
You know, like the Four Horsemen don't even ride anymore. They never die. NW, like, it's gone through its iterations and it will go through variables, and there will be parts of it that were better than other parts, but to be its own character in all of this. But the thing that always impressed me was the individual output. You, Jim, Roman, Sammy, Paul, everyone connected to it. The individual output was very faction-like in a sense that this faction can monopolize the whole show if we want. Can be the best tag match, can be the best singles match. Paul, Mr. Heyman, that can be the best promo. So what's everybody else doing? Right? You know what I'm saying? That's a scary thing. And I think smart, you know, WWE, Triple H, and in general, it's smart to go, cool, let them go. Let them roll until somebody better shows up. Until somebody can match that, let them roll. Let them roll. And I think that's just a wise choice. I wasn't here. It's so funny because I'm part of it, but I'm really not here until the end.
Man, it was,
you know,
we was running SmackDown. We were still running house shows.
Yeah.
This Bloodline run, that was the last of the like heavy schedule, man. So I missed that, but I do miss them times, man. Them probably was the funnest moments in my career ever. It was with the Yeet Man stuff. I'm more so alone because I don't travel with my brothers no more. But that we was together everywhere, bro. I mean, everywhere.
I tell you what, I've ever told you what Solo told me, and I knew, I was like, yeah, you're Jay's brother. Like, so I couldn't believe him because he wasn't wrong, but also it's because I'm from a different time. This is fair enough. It's been long enough that I could share this, but there's a tag match where he's in there beating up my partner, and I jump down on the floor and I start banging the mat, like getting the people into it, you know, but I'm banging the mat. And he looked at me like he was gonna rip my head off, and he never looks at me that way. And I thought, oh, I'm curious what that was. And we run the match, nobody come to the back, and he goes, hey, can I just chat you up on something? Like, yeah, I mean, everything's formal about this now. Yeah, absolutely. He goes, I don't really like begging for the cheers. They'll come. And I thought, yeah, you're right, because you've only ever been in tag matches with Jimmy, Jay, Roman. Yeah, you're right. Buddy, there's gonna be a night where you're in there with you're generic guy 8 and I'm generic guy 4, and now we're just, hey, come on, guys, let's get behind him. There's gonna be a night. And then I started thinking, no, there might not be. Solo may never encounter this moment. So in a way, I think I looked at him for a long time and just, yeah, you're right. Because
you're right.
You're not running that game like we used to run it, and you may never be in this situation. One day you might appreciate it, but the way he said it, I thought, oh, yeah, well, Solo, you know, you showed up in the biggest program with the big, it's different, but he showed right up and he stayed in that spot.
That's funny.
Right?
Oh my, hey, please keep this on the show, man, so you can see this.
Bro, I was, because
I know it's true.
I went home texting my inner circle about like, man, have I like, Solo don't respect me? Like, have I lost my, I thought about it. I thought about it. Like, I'm supposed to lead him, and he's telling me
to don't cheer.
And then I thought, no, he's right. It was Hunter. Finally, I was talking to Hunter. I was just like, yeah, no, he's not wrong, because every tag match he's been in with somebody who's over, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's someone who's over. Like, come on, Yeet, Jay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good stuff. It's a moment. So, you know,
I don't like to beg for it.
Yeah, don't like to beg for cheers. Oh, man. And finally, Wheatley has a little commercial here. We'd like everybody to see it, the jingle. And we'd like you to add something to it. I'll tell you what.
Watch in Moscow always get the mule. Vodka of this good as an American Jew. Wheatley, so good, I drink it neatly.
Wheatley, so good I
Fries.
drink it neatly. We like our guests to replace the word neatly. Wheatley, so good I drink it.
Wheatley so good, I drink it yeetly.
Yeah!
Come on, dog. Oh, good call, dog.
Hey, I don't know if you saw last night. I'm gonna live in the shame of it, but I went to give Punk a fist pound,
I seen it.
bro.
He was just like this.
And so instead of just bailing on it, I went like this. Like I gave him, I gave it to his own, like myself.
And he
Hey,
went-
bro, yeah.
And
Like,
he never looked at you.